Thank you very much, gentlemen of the press. And let me apologize because I am an honorable member for still in the National Assembly, so I was waiting for them, not knowing that they were here. Because calls for their presence, as they were among the principal actors in the National Assembly yesterday. So, but gentlemen, and indeed through you, I come before all Gambia, the failure of a bill in our National Assembly. It is about something far deeper, a troubled pattern of failed leadership party, but as a fellow citizen, and who like you has witnessed our nation's towards justice, accountability, and democracy. The Constitution of the Republic of Gambia promulgation bill introduced has officially failed. But this is not the first time that constitutional reform has been crossed under administration. Let us remember the Gambian people were presented with the most inclusive, transparent, and consultative the CRC went to every country to listen to you, the people. That draft was born from your voices, your stories, your struggles. In isolation, but in collaboration with the citizens society. Yet, it was President Adam Barrow led the campaign to sabotage that people-centered. They withdrew their support. They lobbied against it. And when the time came, the UDP and their progressive voice and other progressive voices stood in full support. But we were derailed by those who played loyalty, who pledged. Let us be honest, those who now champion President Barrow, no such urgency when the real people's draft was before us. Our draft might have become our constitution, but they didn't. Now, 4 years later, the same administration, without public consultation and design, who stood firm, who said no to exclusion and no to self-serving government. We did not reject reform and undermine our democracy. Let us reject the constitution written by the people, then they try to impose one written for themselves. The National Assembly members under the NPP and their allies have proven themselves unreliable. They make promises they do not keep. They shake hands in public only to break trust in private. Their loyalty is not to the nation when it rests on their word. Let us not forget that it was the UDP that tabled a bill to repeal the proclamation dissent and to silence dissent and criminalize assembly. It was the NPP, NABS, and their allies who rejected it. That must stand in his way. The failure of the 2020 Constitution Promulgation Bill is not merely a legislative defeat for President Adama Barrow. Of his hypocrisy, his broken promises, and 2024 Barrow draft is better to remain stuck with the Jamia era 1997 Constitution. Two evils. That may be political expedient, but it is not right. Who we are and what we aspire to become as a nation in the community of nations. We cannot accept a process where a president unilaterally crafted behind closed doors by himself and his allies. United, transparent and inclusive. No shortcuts, no secret drafting, no manipulation. To arrive at this juncture. Many have sacrificed. Some, like Solo Sandia, gave their lives so you could dream of a new Gambia. A Gambia built on justice for everyone. Some, like Kaniba Kanye, so that we can have a Gambia that whose citizens live in dignity. People have sacrificed their lives. The Gambia that we all aspire to starts with the solid grounding in a constitution that reflects the aspirations of the constitution. One can only be attained through widespread consultations with the people. The Barrow draft neglected that most basic, but first step, and for that we stand opposed to him in his desire and fight for change, just to watch it hijacked by those President Barrow and his advocates in 2020 to lead the Gambia into a new constitutional era. He squandered it. This second, without our voice and without our consent. And constitutional legitimacy. Necessary updates were needed at the level of the National Assembly, but with renewed determination. Let us reclaim and let us work together to build a constitution that reflects of our children deserves. I want to thank you for your time. If the 2020 draft had been brought to the National Assembly, people believe that any law, particularly the Constitution, the most basic free will of the Gambian people. And we say that the 1996, we are giving our lives, we have given our assets, our property rights to impose on the Gambian people. Because that the United Democratic Party does not feel apologetic about the votes that took place. The North Alliance and the Honorable Member of Jan Jamure for really standing with the Gambian people, for really advocate for good constitution for this country, who has always been a problem to effectively oversee the executive. And
at this juncture, we will let us keep it within those confines and limits. Thank you.
Honorable, thank you for the moderation. My question is concerning democracy that the coalition of the 2017. Now we are approaching the 2026 president. Going to change the government up to the elections. And also,
your promises that was taken to the Gambian. That has not been. To continue living under a government that is insensitive to your problems. We have seen here how the security forces have been used in suppressing political drug law enforcement agency. We have been always pushing forward. We will not make the mistake of rejecting them again. The draft is rejecting them again. The draft is a people-centered constitution on radio. The draft is a people-centered constitution on radio. To ask all members of the National Assembly to and personalities or that the president who is elected to fight community. If any major UDP demand you move back or problem one. I don't kunu na dip amulunda ka toje barole la draft lu ni dime amulunda ka toje barole la draft lu ni dime ya da baroye ayo